Hey, what's good, what's good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who it is, yours truly, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic, interesting video for you guys today. If this is your first time watching a Dr. Mike TV video, go ahead and get the likes up on the video, and definitely make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out all of my social media platforms in the description area below, as well as all of the ebooks that I have at your disposal. Quick shout out to my man, Oahu Dude, who previously gave me this as an inspiration for a topic. He asked for it to be a live stream. It was going to be a live stream, but I decided to make it a video because I wanted to go ahead and get my thoughts out as, it actually came to me. So he tells me that he commences to having a debate with two Filipinas about the idea of love at first sight. He was basically saying it doesn't exist. And of course, the Filipinas were adamant about the idea that love at first sight does exist. So he wanted me to go ahead and give my particular thoughts on the particular topic. So I basically titled this video, Why Do Filipinas Believe in Love at First Sight? If you ask me, a lot of Filipinas have the belief in love at first sight because the Philippine culture in itself is a very, very love-based culture. I know as far as myself and other people that have been in the Philippines, they notice this a lot in the Philippines. When you're riding in taxis, jeepneys, whatever it may be, inside of malls and stuff like that, most of the music that they play are normally old school love songs. Some new school love songs, but a lot of old school love songs. And this is almost anywhere and everywhere that you go. And because of that, I feel like it really does have a profound effect on the ideology of love when it comes to Filipino women. Now, as for men, let me ask you this quick question because I want to have some fun with y'all today. I'm going to show you some pictures, so I hope you guys are actually looking at the screen as I'm doing this because it will make it a lot more fun for me. So I want to scroll through a couple of pictures that I've saved here in my photo gallery for the sake of this particular video. As we look at the young lady before you right now, I want to ask you as a man, quick question. Are you in love with this woman by looking at her? Yes or no? Are you in love with her? Do you feel like you are in love with this woman? Yes or no? Quick question. Personally, she fine as hell to me, but I would never say that I'm in love with her. And I'm gonna prove a point, so just work with me real quick. This young lady right here, very, very attractive. But as a man, looking at her right now, are you in love with her? Yes or no? Or do you feel a certain overwhelming sensation that this woman could be the one for you? Yes or no? All right, I think I got one more. So when you see this young lady, are you in love with her? Yes or no? Like, do you have this overwhelming sensation that this is the one that could possibly potentially be the mother of your future kids? Yes or no? All right. Like I said, this is more of a personal guess thing. I just wanted to prove a point real quick. All right. The reason that I asked this question is simply because a lot of what we see in the physical is more of a lust at first sight than it is love at first sight. When you look at these beautiful women, you're like, damn, this girl is fine as hell. You're not thinking, damn, this girl is going to be the one that I marry tomorrow. Now, if you do have that thought process, what I've noticed is those that tend to be in relationships at very, very young ages. Let's say that you started dating your wife when you were like 10 years old or something like that. Like you've known each other your whole lives, or maybe you were high school sweethearts. What I've noticed most about those that have those particular relationships, I noticed that I don't believe that you fell in love with that person particularly at first sight, like when you first saw her. But over time, as you've really gotten to know her, you realize that this is the only woman for you. So that's what I believe the development of love at first sight is all about. It's more or less an infatuation or a lust at first sight that kind of gradually graduates into love at first sight. Now, again, I mean, not love at first sight, but love over time. So when I hear Filipinas debating on the idea that love at first sight does exist, I ask them couple of questions. I say, is that the man that you want to marry? Yes or no? And most of the time they'll answer, I don't know because I don't know him. Exactly. So how do you know that you are actually in love with this man? How do you know that you are actually in love with anybody that you see but never talk to? If you ask me personally, I do not believe in love at first sight. What I do believe in is infatuation and lust at first sight. But what I will say is that if I am able to meet somebody, say hi, hello, and we are able to have a conversation with one another, I can honestly draw a conclusion that could say this woman has the potential to be somebody that I could see myself with for the long term. That's what I will say after a first conversation with this person, you understand? But again, you don't know, as a Filipina, you don't know if this guy that you are in love with, air quotes, if this is the one that's going to be there to, be your security, your security blanket, be able to help you, take care of you and do things like that. So you can't honestly say that, yes, this is the man that I am in love with, because you look at him and he looks attractive and he looks like somebody that you like. So ultimately, you automatically love him. So again, if you ask me, do I believe that, or why do Filipinos believe in love at first sight? It's the culture in itself. I've known a lot of Filipinas that fall in love very quickly. I want to say it's more or less they fall in lust very quickly, but they like to call it love. Like they talk to a guy 2 times or something, and all of a sudden she's already ready to have his last name and all of the above. So, I think about the idea of love at first sight, and I'm not against any woman who believes in it. I'm just saying I want you to be logical in your approach about it. We do understand that we have expressed on numerous occasions that women in their natural essence are more emotionally based or more emotional than men are. So it may be quicker for them to fall in love than men, unless we're talking about the simps that we so love to talk about a lot, wherein the situation is vice versa. They come to the country and fall for the first girl that they talk to. All right. And I can honestly say in a funny way that I have seen girls that I've come across in like the mall or if I'm just hanging out and stuff, and I would tell my friends, I'd be like, yeah, that girl's gonna be my future baby mama. You understand? I have said things like that in a funny way, not in the interest of reproducing anytime soon. But, you can come across women, such as the pictures that I've shown you before, that it's not somebody, or it's not so much that you have fallen in love with this person at the first time that you've seen them, but you have a lust and infatuation because maybe they look a certain kind of way, they're very attractive, and they're the type of person that, you would want to share your genes with. You feel me? I've said that on time and time. I've said that on many, many occasions. I'll be like, yeah, I think my genes and her genes need to mix real quick. I say shit like that because it's funny, but more or less, I could say, yeah, I want her to be my baby mama, as opposed to saying, yes, I could see her as the future mother of my kids. You understand the difference, right? So with that being said, that's just my thought process. But if you ask me why Filipinos believe in love at first sight, it's the culture and the way that they were raised, and the fact that love, that is really a love-based culture. I don't know if many of you guys see it the same way. Whether you do or not, let me know. With that being said, the good doctor has touched on everything that I feel he needs to. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you get the likes up. Make sure you comment. Let me know how you feel about love at first sight, lust at first sight, infatuation at first sight. And let's go ahead and have a quick discussion in the comment section. Would love to hear what you guys got to say. With that being said, the good doctor is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.